In this video, we will talk about billionaires who disappeared, mysterious cases, so make sure to watch the full video. Money can buy power, privacy, and protection, but even billionaires can vanish without a trace. In the world of high finance and extreme wealth, disappearances often come wrapped in mystery, conspiracy, and unanswered questions. Some billionaires vanish during business deals gone wrong, others while traveling, and some simply disappear from the public eye amid political or financial pressure. These cases leave behind trails of speculation, rumors of foul play, fake deaths, secret hideouts, or dramatic escapes. With wealth this large, motives multiply, enemies, empires, and legacies at stake. Were they kidnapped, silenced, hiding, or something else entirely? Welcome to the shadowy world of billionaires who vanished, where missing persons meet global headlines and the truth remains buried deep. These are the most mysterious disappearances of the ultra-rich that still leave the world puzzled. 1. Xiao Jianhua, the mogul taken from his hotel room in 2017. Chinese-Canadian billionaire Xiao Jianhua vanished from his luxury hotel suite in Hong Kong. Surveillance footage reportedly showed him being escorted out by unknown men in wheelchairs, wrapped in a blanket. He hasn't been publicly seen since. Xiao, known for managing assets of China's elite, was believed to have close ties with powerful families and political figures. His disappearance stirred fears about China's reach and raised alarms in international diplomatic circles. Some say he was abducted by Chinese authorities due to political purges. Others believe he knew too much. Years later, questions still remain: was it a quiet arrest or a strategic silencing? His billion-dollar empire has crumbled, but the truth behind his disappearance is still buried in Beijing's shadows. 2. Robert W. Levin, the mysterious yacht escape. Billionaire investor Robert W. Levin was last seen boarding his luxury yacht off the coast of the Bahamas. The vessel returned, but he didn't. No body, no distress calls, no clues. Levin was under scrutiny for a high-profile fraud investigation at the time. Some speculate he faked his death to escape legal consequences, using his wealth to disappear to a remote island or private hideaway. Others believe foul play was involved, perhaps from angry investors or dangerous deals. Despite intense international searches and rumors swirling across financial networks, Levin has never resurfaced. His case remains one of the most puzzling billionaire disappearances in maritime history. 3. Ho Van Lang, the reclusive Vietnamese billionaire's vanishing act. Known as the Vietnamese Tarzan billionaire, Ho Van Lang built a reclusive fortune far from the public eye. After amassing significant wealth through mining and real estate in Southeast Asia, Lang reportedly vanished deep into the forests of Vietnam. Some believe he returned to a primitive lifestyle with his family, rejecting modern civilization. Others claim he was forced to disappear due to political tensions or land disputes with powerful figures. No formal investigation was ever launched, and sightings remain rare and unreliable. His assets were frozen, his companies collapsed, and his legend only grew. Is he hiding from threats, or simply escaping the chaos of capitalism? 4. Iskander Makhmudov, the Russian ghost tycoon. A Russian billionaire with close ties to heavy industries and government contracts, Iskander Makhmudov suddenly fell off the radar in the late 2010s. No official reports of his death were made, but media outlets noted his complete withdrawal from business dealings, appearances, and communications. Speculation ranges from political fallout with Kremlin elites to fleeing from criminal entanglements. Some insiders claim he changed his identity and now lives under heavy protection in the Middle East. Others think he was silenced to protect sensitive industrial secrets. No confirmed photos or interviews have surfaced in years, leaving the world to wonder whether he's still alive, or simply living in absolute secrecy. 5. German billionaire Karl Erich Haub, vanished while skiing in 2018. Karl Erich Haub, heir to the Tengelmann retail empire, disappeared while skiing alone in the Swiss Alps. Despite extensive rescue efforts and drone searches, no trace of his body or equipment was ever found. Some believe he was caught in an avalanche, while others suggest a more sinister theory, that he faked his death to escape looming legal troubles or family feuds. Over the years, sightings have been reported in Moscow and Central Asia, but none have been confirmed. With a net worth in the billions and global connections, it wouldn't be impossible for him to start over. Still, no evidence has surfaced, and his disappearance remains one of Europe's strangest mysteries. 6. Guo Wengui, the fugitive billionaire with too many enemies. Chinese tycoon Guo Wengui made headlines for speaking out against corruption in China, exposing high-level officials. Shortly after, He fled the country and went into hiding in the US, claiming political asylum. But soon after, Guo himself was accused of massive fraud by Chinese and US authorities. His online presence faded, and he reportedly moved between safe houses with private security. At times, Guo reappears for interviews or statements, but he's constantly on the run, facing lawsuits, enemies, and espionage accusations. Though technically not missing, his life has become a real-world game of cat and mouse. His billionaire status funds his survival, but his exact whereabouts and future remain unknown. 7. Adnan Khashoggi, disappearance before a fall. Before he became infamous for arms deals and Middle Eastern intrigue, Saudi billionaire Adnan Khashoggi reportedly vanished for months during a financial scandal in the 1980s. With international investigators closing in, he went off-grid, using private jets, aliases, and diplomatic loopholes to avoid capture. He reappeared later, denying wrongdoing, but those months of silence only deepened the mystery around him. Rumors say he lived on a private island, protected by powerful allies, while negotiating his legal comeback. Though eventually caught, those lost months remain a masterclass in high-level disappearance, funded by wealth, protected by politics, and still shrouded in secrecy. 8. Anil Ambani, the vanishing Indian tycoon. Once one of the richest men in India, Anil Ambani's empire collapsed in the 2010s amid lawsuits and failed ventures. As debt piled up and courts issued summons, Ambani began disappearing from the public stage. No more interviews, no business meetings, and very few sightings. Rumors of international relocation, hidden assets, and offshore accounts filled the media. While technically still around, his low profile, sudden silence, and withdrawn lifestyle led many to believe he was in hiding, both financially and socially. The transformation from business mogul to a shadow of his former self adds him to the list of billionaires who effectively disappeared from power. 9. Joe Low, the mastermind behind 1MDB scandal. The Malaysian financier at the heart of the 1MDB scandal, Joe Low is believed to have stolen billions from the Malaysian Sovereign Wealth Fund. After the scandal broke, he disappeared without a trace, no verifiable address, no confirmed sightings, and only cryptic statements through lawyers. Despite global arrest warrants, he's managed to evade capture for years. With access to immense stolen wealth, private jets, and corrupt networks, Low has reportedly moved between China, Macau, and even the Middle East. His story represents a modern billionaire mystery, rich, wanted, and vanishing at will in a world where money opens every back door. 10. Dan Gertler, the invisible billionaire of Africa. An Israeli billionaire who made his fortune in African mining, Dan Gertler vanished from public life after being sanctioned by the US government for alleged corruption. His business ties to dictators, oil fields, and mineral empires made him a controversial figure. Once a prominent name in mining circles, Gertler's media presence dried up overnight. Rumors of international banking schemes, name changes, and off-grid operations continue to swirl. While technically alive and occasionally active through intermediaries, Gertler's ability to stay under the radar, despite billions in sanctions, marks him as one of the most enigmatic billionaire vanishings in modern finance. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.